Yo, what is going on, everyone in the XRP community? In today's video, I would like to dive deeper into a topic that I covered both on stream today and did post an article on the XRP Daily about, but I felt the need that there was going to need to be a specific video covering this topic and really getting my analysis on what's really going on here. But first, before we get into the news today, real quick, XRP, I know on CoinMarketCap it's saying 0.399, but on the US dollar pair, it is actually officially back over 40 cents. So again, price action is not the greatest compared to other cryptocurrencies. But again, like I say, with digital assets, and especially XRP, patience is key because it's the last one to pump, but it pumps the hardest. So brace yourselves, be careful. Don't FOMO into other coins already running. That is not a good way to go out things in the crypto space. So Bitcoin, we just saw had a breakout above 12K and is now pushing 12,300. I'm curious to see if we're going to get back into that 13K, 14K range because I think Bitcoin going up, although by Bitcoin going up, that does tend to also have alts go into a sell-off and then people move their money to Bitcoin because that's the coin going up at the moment. And clearly, Bitcoin dominance is getting really up there at 63.5%. So it is honestly, it is Bitcoin season, but it puts a spotlight on the rest of the market the further and further this thing continues to go up and create some sort of FOMO into the altcoins. Now, from hitting 14K, we haven't seen that into the altcoins yet, but there was just a panel today, or an interview today with crypto trader CNBC on CZ Binance, and he's saying that he is expecting some alts start spiking soon. Now, what was interesting is that what CZ Binance did state was that he doesn't think it's going to be like the last alt season where all altcoins were simultaneously surging at once. That's what happens. And now Binance is saying that really this time around, I think people are looking for real projects that are creating real value and where's the real product, because a big part of the 2017 ICO boom was that it was a lot of projects coming out with literally no product, no substance, and no value. So now CZ is saying that this alt season that he expects and he says is coming, in his opinion, that this alt season is going to be geared towards specific altcoins, and which specific coins are having, the most value and have the most products, and, who are really making a real world application. XRP. But either way, I thought that was a really interesting statement by CZ that not all these altcoins are just going to surge simultaneously again, like in 2017, but we're going to start seeing specific altcoins go up based on, real world application. So today's information that I want to go ahead and get into, I posted this on the XRP Daily, that is a presentation showing crucial information from Ripple has been removed. So let me provide some background. Recently, Ripple took the stage at the American Bankers Association event, which was, I do believe, a few months ago. Now, Ripple was not only in attendance, but Ripple did take the stage. And one of the things that they discussed on stage, specifically, it was a 50-minute panel with a sales director, I believe, some salesperson from Ripple was on stage. And the whole 50-minute segment on the agenda of the American Bankers Association was titled Digital Assets in Cross-Border Payments. So obviously, at that event, they most likely talked about XRP. Now, here's the thing. The American Bankers Association, as shown by this tweet from Neil Duncan back from March 13th, 2019. They had a really interesting slide that was coming off of a ABA Insurance Risk Management Forum, or that's the name of the actual event. But they did the American Bankers Association did publish I would say a presentation revolving around just digital assets and blockchain in general. And that's where this slide was found, which specifically, which does specifically show some real names here. And as you can tell from this slide, this is obviously taken from some sort of document from Ripple, because again, as you see, how the whole aesthetic is with all the ongoing originating institution, central counterparty, correspondent banking, liquidity provider, etc. You can see here from other Ripple presentations, it's the same kind of theme, and the graphic was definitely created by the Ripple team. That's very clear on this slide. It's the perfect textbook how a Ripple slide is going to look when demonstrating instant money transfer. Now, the important part here is at the lower right corner, and it says that with Ripple's opportunity, largest global payment service. So I believe this is another screenshot from some Ripple document. Now, you go ahead and see this right here. it shows some really interesing names. And I like how on this slide, it was as if they knew people were going to come across this document and they wanted to kind of hide the names a little bit. So they purposely make the specific names of companies up there. They put this real kind of transparent lighting on it to make it really just kind of blend in and not stick out at you too much. But what we see here is being used as an example on RippleNet. And usually if you are going to use institutions as an example from, is using your product, you're most likely going to have to be in communication with that business and get the approval to use their logo on a slide that essentially is pitching your product. So I imagine that Ripple is in talks with these institutions. So you see Bank of America, confirmed Ripple partner. Now that's what really just has me going like, okay, so we don't have any other confirmed Ripple partners up here, but they do have the real audacity to just put one confirmed publicly known Ripple partner in there, along with other various companies they are using as an example of them using their technology. Now, does this really reveal that these companies are indeed using Ripple technology? I don't think that's the narrative here. I'm not trying to push that narrative. I just think it's really intriguing why this would be up here. And then they also make it transparent as if they knew they were kind of doing something wrong by putting these companies up there using XRP or using Ripple, which is obviously going to spike some excitement in the XRP community. So very intriguing slide, shows a lot of compelling information, really kind of spices up the whole, is PayPal, Visa, CLS, Swift, are they leveraging RippleNet at some point? Now, this is a very similar speculation to something that I got into like the very first month of me being a part of the XRP community, and that was Ripple and Amazon. And you can see here, very just similar slide. And this is from 2017 in a Korea meetup. A Ripple Korean meetup, and Miguel Villas is the one up here speaking. And again, it shows a single interface for payments across any network, and it shows Amazon, Uber, and Seagate, all leveraging XVIA to get the benefits from Ripple's product. So really, this speculation of, I think it's the most valid source of speculation we're going to get in terms of is Ripple working with somebody, is just Ripple straight up just throwing those names in the slides like no tomorrow. So you can see back here from 2017, you can see the speculation in my early days of being a part of the XRP community. And now we have this document, which is displaying all this information. Now, this is 3 months old. This was already made aware about. Now, why am I going over this now? There is an additional piece to this. And now if you go ahead, what's it called? I saw a reply the other day from an account called XRP Boy, I think it was. And he said, oh, well, they deleted it. And I'm going, really? I don't know where it is down here exactly. I would love to find it for you guys in this short amount of time, but I don't see it anywhere down here. But I saw someone commenting on this post from a while ago saying that, hey, all of a sudden they pulled the presentation. So you go ahead and you click the original link that Neil linked for us to where you could find this slide, and you can go ahead and click the link right here. And yep, sorry, page not found. They recently moved or renamed. And I think that's a really nice way of saying, yeah, we basically just pulled a document. Because if you go ahead and take this exact same link and put it into the Wayback Machine, you can see that from that link, you get this direct presentation. Now, if you look through the rest of the presentation, which is basically just a whole sort of general DLT document. It's not talking Ripple specifically. It's a general just DLT blockchain based document. And you scroll through some of these other slides here and they're not really revealing intriguing information compared to the one slide where it specifically mentions Ripple. So if you look at any of these other slides, they don't have any sort of other image that suggests, or that could be violating some sort of non-disclosure agreement or anything. So really no other slide in this presentation gives an incentive to completely delete the post. That's my point. They deleted the post, and it seems like the only real reason they may have done so was because of this little bit right here. I'm going to go ahead. I'll have this link is actually in the XRP Daily article. I'll go ahead and link that in the description for you guys to check out for yourself. But like, just look at the other slides. There's not really anything else that's worth just deleting the entire presentation because of one, invalid or, one piece of information that's violating some sort of agreement. But I really think that because of this document being shared and released by, the XRP community, I think they've realized that, oh, wait, we may have actually released some information here that is still under non-disclosure potentially. Again, this is very speculative, but again, I think that is the key to why this document was actually completely removed from this page and you can no longer find it from the original source. However, you guys, got us in the XRP community like Neil J. Duncan here that is screenshotting it, sharing the link, so now we can go to Wayback Archive and, find the slide again. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Ripple is showing, or on this presentation, which has, obviously a image from Ripple. It uses the same exact Ripple presentation aesthetics. What does that tell you guys when they're showing all of these companies using Ripple on this slide, and then all of a sudden, a few months later, they decide to delete the presentation pretty quickly? I'm not saying, a couple months is, not a long amount of time, but I mean, hey, they took it down only a few short months after the event actually kicked off. So again, does this actually kind of further validate our speculation? Is this the real reason why the presentation was removed? And what does this suggest by them deleting this entire presentation? Are they trying to get us off the trail of Ripple potentially, or no, Visa, CLS, Swift, FXall, I don't know exactly what that company is, PayPal, Bank of America, are they all actively using Ripple right now? Well, we know that for Bank of America, but for the rest of the companies, who knows? This is a similar speculation from back in 2017 with Amazon and Uber just being thrown on there. And guys, let's think like real businessmen here for a second. If you are pitching your XVIA product, or if you are pitching your Ripple protocol, and you are going to throw the names of specific institutions, insinuating the fact that they could or could be currently using the system, you're going to need approval from these businesses, no? Because if you are trying to promote your own network and your own product, if you're throwing companies' names in there, displaying them, visualizing them using your product, you would need confirmation from all these companies, wouldn't you? So just something to keep in mind. So guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this speculation. I would really like to hear your guys' thoughts and kind of further develop on this. Maybe you can find some other connections with the American Bankers Association, maybe some potential other documents out there that sort of validate our speculation right here. But I would really like to get your guys' comments, your guys' thoughts in the comments below, and what you think about this speculation, and what's the significance of them deleting the presentation. If you guys have any more information on that, make sure do let me know in the comments below. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in the video today. Make sure do smash the likes and subscribe. Check the links in the description if you would like to support the channel. Check below the description if you want to get yourself some sweet Ripple XRP merch like the one I was wearing this morning. And make sure hit those post notifications so you never miss a video or stream. And as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Would really love to hear your thoughts on this speculation, because I did post the article on Twitter, but I didn't get too much feedback from that reply section, so I'm hoping to kind of spark a discussion in the comments below with this video. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in the video today. Really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one.